Welcome to the Leetist podcast, a show where we play games about games, video games, games of the video sort. We're back from our Thanksgiving-y break. That's a word to say.
How did that go?
I believe that's the adjective of Thanksgiving.
And ready to go with a party today as I'm sitting around the table with Tim.
Hi.
Ryan.
Hi.
And joining us today is Jessica Starr from the Fallout feed and Shaline from GameStack Podcast. What's going on over there? How you doing?
Greeps, everybody. Doing great over here.
Hello, hello. It is a fabulous morning, and I am ready to do some trivia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wake up, have a little bit of coffee, and then,
Put your brain to work.
Put your brain to work.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, I hope you have your game faces on for our games today on the Leetist. And later we'll talk to Jessica and Shaline about all the projects they're involved with. A lot of Fallout stuff is going to be going on today, as well as other trivia. We have a grab bag full of trivia. So we're going to get to all of it. And if you want to send your game ideas to the Leetist podcast, send it to theleetistpod@gmail.com, at the Leetist on Twitter, or check out theleetist.com for the jumping off point for everything the Leetist. Yeah.
That's right. And if you like the show, do us a solid and tell every single person you ever meet that this is the greatest podcast you've ever heard. In fact, you can pause the show right meow and go to the review section of whatever platform you're listening on and drop us a quick rating and review. That can really help us get seen by more folks. Also, tell your friends and followers they can go to theleetist.com/new-listeners where they'll find some fun clips from the show to give them a taste of what we do here. Plus, it includes a recommended jumping off episode for folks to start their Leetist journey.
I like that new announced voice. That's very nice.
He's nailing it. He's nailing it. You're focusing in, man. You're finding your groove there.
Shaline and Jessica, how are you this week, with keeping up with news? Because Tim is about to test us, I think.
You know, I gave IGN a couple views on the Daily Fix, so I feel like I'm a little bit aware.
Okay.
We do a news segment on GameStack Podcast, so I feel like I've done some review.
All right, well, then let's put it to a test on the news game. The news game. Every episode, we like to take a brief look back at the gaming news of the week and give our 2 cents. But of course, on this show, simply reading the news headlines ain't lead enough. We got to make a game out of it. I'm going to read off some quick-fire fill-in-the-blank gaming news questions for my lucky contestants, and they'll have 30 seconds to answer them. We don't do deep dives here, so if you want to know more, go fucking Google it.
Go fucking Google it.
So...
Thank you, Ryan.
I have to reiterate it, man. I have to reiterate it.
We're gonna split up into teams. So how should we do this? How do you guys want to do teams? Two teams of two.
Do you want to just do podcast v podcast?
Well, certainly.
Yeah,
it's fine with me.
I'm going to be reading off 4 questions basically over the span of 40 seconds. And if you answer as many as you can within that time, and whoever gets the most points by the end of it is the winner. Who wants to go first?
We'll go first.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The Leetist is going first.
Let's try to set an example.
All right.
Sure.
I've been moving all week, so I'm not been paying attention to anything. So this
okay.
I'm going to rely on Ryan here.
Oh, dear God, no. All right, let's do it.
Here we go.
Go.
Gamers are gearing up for the Blank taking place this week, and it's promised again to be the best one ever.
Game Awards.
Game Awards.
Correct. The horror game Blank released this past week said one reviewer, the best jump scares are when my FPS counter jumps from 60 to 20 every time I see an enemy.
Calypso Protocol?
Close enough.
Or
A
whatever it's
milestone
called.
in game development was celebrated this past week. The original Pong cabinet celebrated its Blank birthday.
Oh, 50th?
Correct. A new trailer dropped for the
Thanks,
Super Mario
Kenny.
movie, though there's still some contention about Chris Pratt. Fans were over the moon about a convoy of carts driving down the Blank.
Rainbow Road.
That is correct. Well done, Joe.
Oh, my God.
4 out of 4.
4 out of 4.
That was good.
What?
That was good.
Those are pretty.
I am seriously intimidated.
I mean, I guessed. I just kind of did a little math in my head, and I'm terrible at math, so I'm really impressed with myself that I pulled out 50 for that and got it right.
That was good. Yeah, it was a good random.
Was
not so
it
random. It was like
math in your head, or
hypothesis.
was it like 50?
Yeah, it was like
I'm just gonna
50.
give a nice round number here. What would be really good? So, yeah, no, that's I mean, 50 years of Pong.
50. Well, probably a couple years of Pong. I don't know. It's just been around for 50 years. I haven't played it personally in a very, very, very long time.
You know, there was a cabinet I played when I visited Asheville, and they had like this. It was a 4-player Pong. It was amazing. It was like every person gets a side, and you're hitting back and forth between 4 different sides, and that makes the game far more enjoyable.
What do you think is the oldest game you've played?
I mean, everyone's played Pong, right?
Well, yeah. No, I mean like a cabinet kind of thing. Like you've actually like gone and played one.
Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. No, I don't know.
I mean, that's possible. Dude, I mean, probably a Pac-Man arcade. Like, honestly, I mean, that must be the oldest one I ever kind of jammed on.
You know, it might be a pinball machine if that counts.
I was thinking the same thing too.
Yeah.
I think mine was a Pong. I had one of the old dedicated Pong machines when I was a kid that had the little dials that you used.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's something interesting about like the dial for the controller that I kind of miss. Like I would love if like they incorporated that on like an Xbox controller. Put that dial in the dead center there and then just like, make a game where you're just knobbing back and forth.
That just makes me think of my grandmother was amazing at Kaboom, which is a game where you turn the dial to catch the bombs.
Yeah, I was just listening to an episode where you told us that before.
That's all it makes me think of, though.
Holy crap, man.
She's
We
just
cannot keep track
But
of it.
Jessica mentioned that like it was probably like a pinball machine. And I remember going somewhere. I don't remember where. I think it was at like a tourist trap somewhere that had one of those pinball machines that was like the real old school style one. Like the huge silver balls kind of thing and like the really super duper retro like bumpers and everything.
Yeah, it's interesting because like I also there's in Asheville there's a pinball museum and we went there and I played like some of these old school ones, but another cool pinball machine again like Pong 4-player. There's a 2-player pinball machine where there's one side versus the other. As you're like using the flippers and hitting back and forth. That's a really cool concept too.
Jessica, what is your temperature on the Mario trailers we've seen so far? Do you like them?
It's not necessarily my Mario, but it's okay. You know, I'm reserving judgment.
Yeah, Chris Pratt isn't bothering me as much as he is other people.
I guess he hasn't really said enough in the trailers for me to get an actual vibe of what his dialect is.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. You know, you can't really take a temperature when you don't know yet. You know?
Exactly.
If that was him doing the wahoo, that was an impressive wahoo.
It was for me.
Yeah.
Full-bodied and rich. Agreed.
I actually think that it was the original
Maybe so.
Yeah, I think it was because he's in the movie too. Like he voice acts in the movie, and I think they probably sprinkled a bit of him in there.
Oh, well, I guess it's possible.
Fake.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Oh, that makes me that's icky. I don't like that. I hope that's not true.
Faking it.
So, anyways, it's Callisto Protocol, not Calypso Protocol.
Right.
Ryan gave you the point, anyways.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
If they get all 4 of their points, though, they win.
Yeah, because you said Calypso.
I agree.
Yep.
Can you imagine if they have Charles Martinet overdub? Like they have Chris Pratt as like the actor, and then like Charles Martinet overdubs all the wahoos.
Here's what I'll do. I will do a GoFundMe for Charles Martinet to go and overdub all of Chris Pratt's voice when it releases digitally, so that way we can get the movie that we all want.
I mean, we've been talking about this for a while. This AI stuff that you can do with voices.
Deep fake the voice. Let's do it.
Be the most difficult thing in the world.
Yeah.
I want to see Chris Pratt though go back and do all the voice work over for Super Mario Odyssey. I want to see him.
So all the like just grunts and noises that
I want
Mario
Chris
makes.
Pratt to be making Chris Pratt
Mamma
grunts.
mia.
And then, of course, the Game Awards. And there's one thing I want to talk about with Game Awards real quick. I want to get some feedback on this one. I'm starting to get, like, maybe this is just me that's starting to get it, and other people have experienced this a lot. Some kind of like some pushback from gamers basically being like, this is way too overhyped, and this is not important, and this is not as exciting, or it shouldn't be as exciting.
So an award show.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, Oscars are the same way, too. Like, Oscars are way too overhyped. And
There's a bunch of outlets that give Game of the Year, and this Jeff Keighley's Game Awards has been kind of just fell into place as being the big one, and it's that way, and we have to deal with it. So.
But I think it's not necessarily the awards that people give a shit about. It's about those like, here's the new cinematic trailer for Breath of the Wild, Into the Wild 2.
I hope we get another some more footage of The Rock drinking an energy drink and awkwardly yelling about Black Adam. That'd be pretty sweet.
I'm on the set doing Black Adam. Here's a movie trailer.
Jessica and Shaline, do you guys have any input on or strong opinions on the Game of the Year category? Or
well, to me, it seems like it's got to be a race between Elden Ring and God of War.
Yep.
I frankly wouldn't be mad if either one of those won. They're both brilliant games.
But what if Stray takes it?
Well, you know, I'd be okay with that too. I love Stray.
What do you think the gaming world would do to itself if Stray won Game of the Year?
I think the gaming community would just implode collectively.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
One game of the year.
It would be beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Like at first, I was.
clap.
I'm gonna go ahead and admit, like at first, I was a little bit, Stray. I can't believe this. Blah, blah, blah. But now, like, I want to kind of thrive on the chaos, and I hope it happens.
I just want to watch the gaming awards burn by like. And Stray is the game of the year. And people are like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Imagine working on Miyazaki's staff.
Oh my God.
And like for hours and years, hours and hours a day, every day for years and years and years to develop their magnum opus kind of thing, and then a game with a cat.
Well, and the funny thing is, if Stray did win that and they make a sequel to Stray, you better believe it's going to have so much money funding it. It's going to be like a cybernetic cat that has like all sorts of shit for the sequel. It's going to be like, oh my God, this cat
Dark
is
Stray. It'll be Souls-like. Absolutely.
It has a little
Dark Stray. Oh
it
my
has
God.
a little kitty
Writing that
sword
down.
on his back.
Gonna
He
need
gets
to
to
do.
like,
Yeah, I expect an Easter egg where the stray cat like catches a mouse that has the little red streak over the eye, like Kratos. Like,
I would love that, man. I mean, honestly.
Jessica, do you have an opinion on Elden Ring versus God of War? Or would you be happy
I
with
have an
either?
opinion that I think the Venn diagram for people who like Requiem, Horizon, and Stray is pretty large, a lot of overlap. And if any of those take it, I don't think it's going to be that bad. You know, the Elden Ring people might be upset, but I do think it's probably one of those two. I think it's going to be Elden Ring. I think everyone's like, oh, a new challenger arises. You know, God of War showed up. It's gonna take it because of recency bias. But Elden Ring is too much of a once in a gen kind of game.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I really think it's going to Elden Ring.
I
Agreed.
1,000,000,000% back you on that. Like, it's Elden Ring just did something to me as a gamer that I haven't experienced in a while, which was I'm playing a game and all of a sudden something else happens. It opens up the world even more. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this world is gigantic.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. A lot of what that world is beautiful. And they do it so well. So, and incredible gameplay. It's accessible. Unlike the other Soulsborne games,
It is more accessible. I think it's relatively accessible.
It is more accessible, but like, man, and the community behind it, just like all the memes we've seen now come out from Elden Ring.
It's way more of a water cooler
Yeah.
game than Ragnarok has been,
Yeah,
I think.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Our special guests on the show. Are you ready to
Let's go.
do some news?
I was born ready.
All right, here we go.
Go.
If you decide to watch the Game Awards, consider watching them on Valve's streaming site. They're giving away a blank every minute of the show.
Stream Deck.
That's correct.
Steam
A
Deck.
fun Google Doodle this week highlighted Jerry Lawson, the pioneer behind the first console with blank.
Pass. Don't know.
Interchangeable cartridges. In an extensive interview with Lex Friedman this week, Blank revealed that the Fallout TV show will be an original story.
Todd Howard.
Correct. I
Indeed.
guess because it's cold outside or whatever, you can now buy a blank for your Xbox controller for $25.
A hoodie.
That's right.
I saw that too.
Oh, don't laugh! You're gonna buy that hoodie. You know you're gonna. You don't want your Xbox controller to get cold.
That was so absurd.
Yeah.
I guess.
I totally misunderstood that headline when I saw that about the hood. I thought it was like a hoodie for a person. It's a hoodie for the controller.
Controller koozie.
Adorable.
Oh my
Look at
gosh.
that.
I have a question about it though. Like, what's the deal? Like, can you get your hands in there with it and like fiddle with the controls, or does your like controller just wear it when you're not
Right?
playing?
Is it like a
What's-
muff kind of thing?
What's the question? It's a hoodie for a controller.
Can you-
just goes over. You don't
What's the
use it.
question?
You
It's a
don't-
hoodie for
you
a
don't,
controller.
you don't put your hands in there to warm it up. There's no functionality there. It's for your controller.
No, I would think that if I was designing that, I would make it so at least a couple of your back fingers could slip into some
No,
warm.
that defeats the
Keep your
point.
hands
It's
warm
not for
on
you.
This is
cold
the
winter
cutest
months.
thing I've ever seen
it's-
in my entire damn life.
Kenny, it's not
I'm
for
buying
you.
it,
It's for
Shirley.
your
I am
controller.
buying it.
You need an Xbox
Oh my
hooded
gosh, I love
controller
this.
Yeah.
to play Stray with, and you'll just be.
It's just like the coziest
Yeah,
gaming moment
exactly.
ever.
It's very cozy.
Yeah, for sure.
I have to contradict you there. Stray is not yet on Xbox, much to my chagrin, so I cannot use it to play Stray.
Oh, that's right.
Unless I cross the streams with a PlayStation
Well, you
controller.
can. I guess you could play it on Steam and have the Xbox controller.
That's true.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. I found a way. Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
Oh, yeah.
So Steam Deck, you guys gonna be watching on? Okay, first of all, did y'all know Valve has a streaming site?
What?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
What?
But apparently, if you watch it on there, you have to sign in to your Steam account to watch their streaming site or whatever. And then while you're watching, anybody that they see as like a concurrent viewer of it will be entered automatically into a minute-by-minute giveaway of Steam Decks.
That's pretty awesome.
So if you win one, you're going to get it, what, end of next year?
Probably, yeah.
What's the release on those still?
I doubt we know
Speaking
this.
as somebody who has no intention of buying one, this seems like the perfect opportunity for me.
Yeah, I'll try it.
I doubt they said which one, but like I'm curious which model, because there's 3 different models, and the like cheapest one actually is a downgraded version. It has like it doesn't have an SSD. It's actually just a regular.
In the case of a
hard drive.
contest,
Yeah.
though, what'd you order?
Was that?
I mean, you know, like
I got the mid-tier one, which has an SSD. It's just less
they
memory.
could send me a pile of dirt for free, and I'd still be like, I'm a winner.
I'm telling you, man, though, the Steam Deck is really good. That is a solid ass handheld.
I believe you.
Yeah,
I believe you.
Yeah.
And then the Google Doodle this week was actually pretty cool. They shared it around in the GWP Discord, and I shared it around in the Leetist one as well. It was about Jerry Lawson, who was just behind the first interchangeable cartridges for games, but this Google Doodle was totally playable, and it was like a multi-level, basically a multi-game game. So you could actually like play this game that was developed just for this doodle.
When you
that
say
was all
Jerry Lawson, I thought you said Jerry Lawler, and I was like, oh my god, the announcer.
But it was I don't know, it was special. It was nice that they did something like that, and there was like little like flag factoids all over the place, kind of thing. So you could like learn about them at the same time.
It's like a Astro Playroom they did with like a PlayStation history and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that.
It had that kind of feel to it.
Educate me as not being especially great at retro knowledge and stuff. Interchangeable cartridges, you just mean cartridges.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
interchange.
Well, I guess consider the idea of, you don't have to plug in a board or anything like that, or screw in, any type of informational thing.
That was how it was before. It was just a board that you would just like, there you go.
I
Sorry.
see.
Yeah.
And then lastly, question for sir, I don't know if there's any Fallout people here, but did you watch this interview with Todd Howard and Lex Friedman?
Twice.
Oh my goodness. It was pretty jam packed. There was a lot of like interesting.
I watched the full thing. I did, yeah.
So someone give me the clip? I didn't watch it. Give me the cliff notes on this.
A quick cliff note. It is about a 3-hour interview. So Lex Fridman is a researcher, a PhD at MIT. He specializes in robotics and AI intelligence, but he also has a podcast on the side. Interviews all kinds of people, usually media and pundits and such like that. But this time he did Todd Howard, and it was a fantastic interview. I would say probably the best one Todd's done since the No Clip documentary like 3 years ago.
Oh, no shit. All right.
It was great. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's worth watching, Ryan.
Did
Even if you're not a big
he
fan.
talk a little bit more to Starfield, or was that just kind of like in the background?
There's a good 15 minutes on Starfield, at least.
Oh,
Yeah, we got a lot of the philosophy behind it. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
I liked his idea, or they were talking about how like we're not going to boggle you down with those annoying little like micro, not transactions, but like micromanagement kind of things. Like, who needs fuel? Fuck fuel. We're not going to have it in the game.
Didn't they ask him a question? I may have read this. Didn't they ask him a question? It's like, was the world designed by you? And if that's the case, how does it end?
No, what he asked him was, is it possible that we're living in a simulation right now made by Bethesda in the future, or made by you in the future?
Right.
And if so, how do we escape the
How
simulation?
do we escape it? Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I think that was his first question.
What was the answer?
He said to find the edge of the world like the Truman Show.
Well, you just got to go out of bounds. Yeah. There you go.
Or like Valheim, where we sailed off the edge of the world.
Our guest got 3. Ryan and Kenny, the Leetist, got 4 points. Congratulations, Ryan and Kenny. You won the news game.
We know news.
I mean,
I'm so proud of you.
Ryan did say Calypso, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
What if I said Calico Protocol? It's like the sequel to Stray. It's just a Calico.
Calico Protocol.
Look, I'm telling you, if I got to play as a Calico Kitty,
That's
that's
great
where it's
idea.
at.
That's
That's
cute.
where I'm at.
I don't know. It sounds kind of spotty to me.
Oh,
Love it.
that's perfect.
Love it.
All right.
I will take this win from that Ryanism.
I would take this win from you with my hand and put it in my pocket. You guys want to play Are You Smarter Than a Leet Gamer?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. On a weekly basis, we strive to prove our superior gaming intellect. One of us will try to outsmart the rest with our own unique brand of gaming trivia. This week, it's me, Chris Pratt. Who shall present the categories and questions, and my co-hosts and our wonderful guests here will bravely attempt to match wits. Okay? So here are the categories.
Amazing.
There's a new one that I created called I Recognize That Voice.
No.
Okay. I got another category that I'm bringing back called Blank of Blank.
Blank of blank.
Mm-hmm. And another category called Indeed.
Indeed.
You got to say it like that when you ask for that category too. I'll tell you about these categories real quick. Okay, so Indeed is one that I created a while ago at this point, where I went through a bunch of games on itch, not necessarily that bundle of mine, but just all over itch, and looked up just random games in there that had goofy, really weird descriptions for what the game is, because it's a goofy, weird game. And then I also created some of my own. So I'm going to read a description of a game, and you have to tell me whether or not it's a real game.
Yep.
So you want us to just say indeed if it is?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not?
Indeed. That is a
Ooh,
game.
Yeah.
And then if it's not, we go, Undine.
Indeed.
Play that back. I'm pretty sure Ryan said Undine.
Undine.
If you run that back, you will 100% hear me say Undine.
Yes.
Another category is blank of blank. And the way blank of blank works is I will be reading an alliterative description of a game. By alliterative, that means all the same letter sound at the start of each word. So Sally sells seashells down by the seashore would be an example
What
of
is
that.
Sally doing with those seashells?
She's selling them down by the seashore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the answer to that will be a game title that has the word of in it. Okay. Somewhere in it. So that's your clue, basically, along with the clue that I actually give you. Okay. So I don't know. I could give you an example, but God of War, for example, could be an answer to that. Okay. And the last category is a new one it's an audio category called I Recognize That Voice. I'm going to be, this is funny, actually. It's funnier than I let on. I'm going to be playing a clip from a voice actor in a Fallout game and a line that they are reading. You have the option to do two things. You can do one, the other, or both. Doesn't matter to me. And each one of those answers done correctly is a point. You can tell me the voice actor's name for a point.
Oh.
And you can tell me another game that voice actor is in.
Okay.
Outside of the Fallout series. Okay.
Look at you.
Okay. So I did this on purpose because Ryan wanted to play these games, and this way there's some Fallout love in there, but it's not exclusory.
Yeah, there you go.
So Ryan can still play.
Undine.
So let's go.
What did I say?
Where's D20? I know they're somewhere on this table. Thank you so much.
And
All right. Kenny and Ryan, 5 through 10.
Oh, we are doing teams.
Oh, we're doing teams?
Oh, I thought you said Kenny and Ryan.
No. Let's not do teams. Let's do
Okay.
everybody. Yeah. Everybody
Free for all.
against one another. Yeah. Go ahead and roll it up for me. See if it matters. It is Ryan. Congratulations, Ryan. You are going first.
I will take Indeed.
Will you now? Okay.
Yes, Indeed.
All right. Is this a real game? I'm going to read off this description here.
Okay.
Everyone's favorite personal assistant is back. You're trying to copy some pictures from your dad's old computer, and Clippy wants to help. But he's been away a while and has grown old and bitter. All the fun of classic Windows virtual assistants, now with biting sarcasm and passive aggression.
Indeed.
That is indeed a game.
I
Well
actually
done.
have seen that
Amazing.
game.
It's called Clippy's Legacy.
I kind of wanted to play that.
Wow.
I remember seeing that game, though. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a cool game. That's okay.
So you
I
want
like that
to
concept.
kind of act like these invisible chairs here, have Jessica and then Shaline here?
That'll work.
Okay, so that would be Jessica's next.
Jessica is next. Jessica, what category would you like?
Let's go. Blank of blank.
Blank of blank. Oh, I love this category. I don't know if people like it as much as I do, but I love it. So I'm going to read you this description. You tell me what game it is. These are grab bag. They could be any game,
Yep.
but I think the oldest one is still in the 2000s at least. So,
Okay.
But it's going to be something of something, right?
exactly. And it could be multiple words before and after the of. So, and that of might be somewhere in the subtitle of the game rather than like the name of it. So don't get caught up too much. Just remember that the word of is somewhere in there.
Let's hear it.
Here we go. First description. Dizzying, dual-wielding, and dagger dancing deal with the dead in a desiccated desert domain.
Oh, I know this one.
This one is stealable, too, so this will go around the circle.
Legacy of Cain.
No, I'm afraid not. It's not the one I was looking for. Shailene, what about you? Do you think you know?
Prince of Persia?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Amazing.
Well done. Well done. All right.
Point for Shailene, and it goes right back to her.
That's
Hey,
right. Now it's your turn. So what category would you like?
Ooh. Okay, let's go ahead and try. I recognize that voice.
I recognize that voice. Oh boy, these start easy and they stay easy. No, not easy. They're not necessarily easy. But you know, I thought I was all cocky when I started making this game. I was just like, man, I'll just go through the Fallout games and find some famous actors, you know, and this will be easy. I'll just pick, you know, just go shoot fish in a barrel with that. No,
have plenty of
there's
them.
not a lot of famous. Like, there's a lot of voice actors, like professional voice actors,
Right.
but like
Oh,
actors,
you're
actors.
talking actors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can name like 3.
There's
maybe.
the trick. That's the trick. If I were to
Yep.
do some of this voice actor stuff, you wouldn't recognize the voice because they're voice actors. They're good at manipulating their own voice. So you have no idea who the hell they are. I looked up Matthew Mercer and I was like, oh yeah, maybe they'd know Matthew Mercer because he's really popular on Critical Role, and I played his voice. I was like, oh, I would never recognize this.
They're doing their job well.
So you guys are fortunate because this is actual like actors, like live actors.
Okay.
You know, and their voices are their voices. So
All right, let's
here's
hear
the
it.
first one.
War never changes.
And that is
Since the
Ron
dawn of
Perlman.
That is correct. Of course, that's Ron Perlman. So that's 1 point. Can you tell me another series or game series outside of Fallout that Ron Perlman has done voice acting for?
I don't think I can. No.
There wasn't many.
Could you say? I mean, just throwing this out, but I'm curious if he did Sons of Anarchy. Did he
Sons
do
of Anarchy?
Yes.
Yeah. Did he do a voice acting for his?
Oh, for the
character in
video game? I don't think so.
Was there a Sons of Anarchy game?
There surely was.
He
Was it awful? I've never heard of this.
What do you think it was?
It had to be awful. It had to be awful.
He was did voice work in 2 Halo games.
Wow. Oh.
Oh,
I
you're
could see that.
right.
I could see
Oh,
that.
I'm so mad that I didn't pick that up.
Hey, you got 1
Yeah,
point.
he even looked like his character.
Oh, really? That's amazing. Yeah, because he already looks like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
It's the best part about him.
Well, I guess
He naturally
voice-
looks like Hellboy, and
Yeah,
then he
I
has to
was
put on
gonna
a
say,
bunch of
did he-
makeup to
did
look
he-
like Ron Perlman.
Did he voice act the Hellboy in the Hellboy games too? Because
No.
like that was the
No. Oh, wait. Yes. In 2008, he was Hellboy in The Science of Evil.
Oh.
And he played Hellboy in that one.
Science of Evil.
Apparently. Yeah.
I'm going to stick with I recognize that voice because I want to hear another one.
Are you now?
Because I like sounds.
Okay, fair enough. Shailene, congratulations by the way on that one. You did good. Kenny.
Yes.
Hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. The Enclave is back, America. And no, not just on your radio. Right now, Enclave
I
troops
don't know who
are
this is,
patrolling
but,
the
um,
capital wasteland. These fine
That
men and
sounds
women
familiar.
under
Oh,
the
yeah.
I could
command
see, you know who I
of
could, I just like scanned my brain, so who could I see that voice coming out of? And I thought of Gary Oldman.
No, I'm afraid
Oh,
not.
okay.
That's not Gary Oldman. But do you think you could recognize, just know that voice is in any other games?
In any other games? BioShock Infinite.
No, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a nice random guess. Congratulations. No, he was he's actually been in many things.
Is this stealable?
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan, do you know?
Awesome.
Ryan, what do you think?
Me?
Do you know the name?
I'm gonna go with Macaulay Culkin.
You know what? Like, you're weirdly close. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. But no, that's
Jessica.
wrong.
Jessica, you know it?
I got the wrong McCulkin.
Yes, that is Malcolm McDowell.
That is absolutely correct.
Oh, that
Playing
makes
John Henry Eden,
That's
the President
right.
and AI. Yep.
Oh,
So can you name another game or franchise outside of Fallout that Malcolm McDowell has done voice work in?
I'll take Clockwork Orange for 600.
Was that a video game?
No, I thought it was another game or franchise. Sorry.
Oh no, yeah, let's
can't-
stick with games. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I clarified that.
You know
Can't
what
think
though?
of any other games.
I guarantee you there was a Clockwork Orange video game.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his voice acting credits right now, and there's not a Clockwork Orange listed. So maybe there is a game,
Yeah.
but Malcolm McDowell didn't do the voice for it. Okay. Since you got 1 point, we'll go ahead and stop there, and then I'll just read off a couple of things that he's been in. Yeah. One of them, he was in, and I don't know why I know this, Wing Commander 3 and 4. He was in Wing Commander. Oh, nice. He did some voice work in Command and Conquer, but the big one for me that I remembered, never forgot, is that he is always the voice of Molag Bal in the Skyrim. And,
really?
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh.
He is that Daedric Lord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
So Jessica, I got a point on that
Well
one.
done.
Congratulations.
We are going to get crushed in Ryan's Fallout game. I can feel it coming.
It's going to be so bad.
We're going to team it up for that, so it'll be helpful.
Ryan, your turn.
Blank of blank, please.
Blank of blank coming at you. Son of the Sanguine Sucker slays the Sogra, Succubi, and Skeletons to secure the safety of an enslaved sovereign.
Shadow of Colossus?
No, afraid not. I can repeat it if you need to. Jessica?
Please repeat.
Son of the Sanguine Sucker slays the Sogra, Succubi, and Skeletons to secure the safety of an enslaved sovereign.
I am entirely clueless. I mean, I guess Diablo?
No, afraid not.
Diablo of Diablo.
My favorite one.
I feel like that sounds like a Castlevania game. I'm going to go with Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
That is absolutely correct. Well done. Holy crap.
Dude, that is awesome because,
that was,
man,
that
I
was
should have
great.
known that. Yeah, that was good. Good. Wow.
Jessica is up.
I love this category.
It's a good category. How long does it take you to come with the alliterations?
Quick. I'm actually really good at them.
the fuck
they just
are you
do.
coming
I
up
pick
with
a
those
letter
so
and then I just start
fast?
writing. And
My
sometimes I
God.
gotta look up synonyms and stuff to get some ideas, but otherwise they come out pretty quick. Shailene, what do
that
you
explains why they're so hard.
think? Oh, is it Jessica or Shailene? I can't remember.
Jessica, yeah.
Jessica? Okay.
I'm going to go with I recognize that voice. I thought that would be the hard category, but maybe it's not.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Next one up.
I might have another answer, brother. Fate has seen fit to use my Maria to show me that my life is not whole anymore. Through my quest to pull humanity from the darkness, I in turn have become inhuman. My Maria would be horrified at what I have become, and that is one burden I cannot bear to carry.
God, that voice freaking sounds
I know
familiar.
it. If I can remember his name.
That's a
but-
toughie.
Is it toughie?
Yeah. I think that's from one of the OG Fallouts, and I do not know. I do not know the voice actor.
Shailene, what do you think?
I can't steal this one. I'm guessing it's from Fallout 2, but I don't recognize it.
It is indeed from Fallout 2, but Kenny, do you know the name of the voice actor?
Is his name Arlie Ermy?
It is Arlie
Yes.
Ermy.
Amazing.
From Full Metal
Nice.
Jacket. Yeah. Another game that he was in for another point. Let me think.
And
here.
I was actually going to be willing. I'm not favoring Kenny on this one. I promise. I was going to throw out a clue on
Oh, I have
another
no idea.
because Arlie Ermy has not been in a lot of games.
Okay.
But he has been in the video game adaptation of a movie that he did voice work for,
Oh.
and so that's what I'm saying.
I don't think there's a Full Metal Jacket game. Is there a Saving Silverman game?
No, you're out. Saving Silverman. I haven't seen that movie in so long. It's so good. Arlie Ermy played the Army Men in Toy Story when they adapted Toy Story into video games because that was his voice work he did in the original movie.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had like voice acted in a Halo series because that would
Who
just
hasn't,
fit.
you know?
Yeah, exactly. Conan O'Brien's been in.
I
the
can't
Halo
believe I
series.
remembered his name.
That was impressive. Yeah, no.
Thank you.
Okay. Shailene?
I'm going to go with I recognize that voice.
I recognize that voice. Here we go. We got two left here. Here's one coming at you.
Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground. Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family, whatever they need.
And that is Felicia Day
That is
playing
absolutely
Veronica
correct.
Santangelo.
Well done.
And
Amazing.
she's also been in Dragon Age.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Oh,
Absolutely perfect.
nice.
2
Amazing.
points. Oh, sweep on that one. Shailene, by the way, we're going to do a score update real quick. Jessica and Kenny and Ryan all have 1. Shailene's got 5.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
y'all getting a little spanked.
Anyone's game. We still have this.
You know what I just realized right now is that I get Felicia Day and Aubrey Plaza mixed up for some reason.
Why?
I don't know
Aubrey
why.
Plaza? Really?
I have no idea why.
Wow.
It's just a name. It's not like the way they look. It's just a name on a screen thing.
Fair enough.
I can't really describe why.
Completely different.
Well,
people.
plaza is Spanish for day.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, so
Kenny,
what category would you like?
Let's do Indeed.
See, we just toss out facts here on the Leetist all the time. All right, here we go. Indeed. All right, is this a game? It's Pong, but with a gong.
That's the end of the description.
That's all you get.
Pong, but with a gong. Man, it could be a trick question because Tim has a board gaming community called Gong, and that would be.
I don't think he would use that.
He would make up
because they wouldn't. Really
but he might
get
want me to think that, and maybe it is a real. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna say that is not a game.
That is a real game.
Son of a bitch!
It's a real game called Gong.
Yeah,
Gong
with a pong.
Isn't that great? It's Pong with gong. Yeah.
So when it hits the gong, it makes a noise.
Yeah, it makes gong noises. It's actually really pleasant.
You don't have to do anything fancy with video games these days. Just take something and add.
After Kenny's complete failure on that question, Ryan, you're up, buddy.
Let's go blank again.
Blank
I feel I can get this next one.
All right, let's do a blank here.
All right.
Right. Here we go. Wizards, worshippers, and wardens, Wingman the Awakened Watcher, and Wodika, while an otherworldly wackadoo wants everyone's souls. It's a tough one. I fully admit this is a tough one.
Another warlock once.
I didn't even say warlock. Let me try again. Let's do this again. Wizards, worshippers, and wardens, Wingman the Awakened Watcher, and Wodika, while an otherworldly wackadoo wants everyone's souls.
I mean, I'll go Legacy of Kain on this one. Legacy of Kain.
No, incorrect. Any ideas, Jessica?
No idea.
Not a chance.
All
This is the hardest category.
this is a tough
we'll go
one.
Army of Two.
Army of Two. That's a good guess, but no, I'm afraid not. Shaline?
World of Warcraft.
No.
That's a good guess. Warden made me think like Grey Wardens and Dragon. There's no of in a Dragon.
Dragon of Age.
Yeah, it's a Dragon of Age of the Inquisition.
Wizards and Wardens. But I don't know.
Today, Junior. It's Pillars of Eternity.
Oh, Pillars of Eternity.
Which is like a really popular game, but
there's
people have
no way I
either
would
played
know
it
that,
or they
yeah.
have not played it in any way, shape, or form.
I will be in that category of not played it in any way, shape, or
After I
form.
wrote that one, because I haven't fucking played it. I had to look up all this information and like make up these clues from scratch. That one took me the longest because I know nothing about that game. I haven't played it either,
Fun
so
fact,
I don't blame anybody for not
the only
knowing
game I've refunded on Steam is that one. Is Pillars
that
of
is
Eternity.
fun.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I'm excited for Avowed to come out since it's in the same world. Like, that's when I'll actually learn the lore of the first two Pillars of Eternity games.
Okay, fair.
Because that's going to be exciting. But until then, I haven't played them either.
By virtue of seeing the skill tree in that game, and I know I've said this on the show before,
yeah.
I want you to play this game, Kenny, because I feel like
Well,
you would enjoy that just as much as
I
actually playing the game.
love Divinity Original Sin 2, and when I was done with it, I wanted more in a game like that, so that's why I got like Pillars of Eternity, and it wasn't quite the same, and I wasn't really feeling as much as Divinity, so I refunded it, and that's my story. Who's next?
That was a good one.
Well played.
Who is next?
I'm confused now. Let me think.
That was Ryan's.
That was Ryan's. Okay, it's Jessica.
That would be me.
Jessica, you're up. What category would you like?
Okay, well, let's do the last. I recognize that voice.
All right, last one coming at ya.
Well, assuming you survive the radiation sickness, the lynch mobs, and the possibility of going feral, one day you'll get old and decrepit, like me.
Oh, God.
What? Was it something I said?
And it was the one who said, "Oh God," right? Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's Raul, right? That's Raul from New Vegas. Danny Trejo.
That is correct. Yeah, Danny Trejo.
Amazing. How about another
can you
game he
name
was in?
another game that Danny Trejo has been in? And this was actually, I remembered this one. I had one. Yeah, in my head, ready to go at least.
I got nothing for another game.
Okay.
No.
All right. Fair enough.
That's not stealable because it's the
No,
second
that is
part,
not
right?
stealable.
I'm gonna, was it a Grand Theft? Any of the Grand
He
Theft
was in
Autos?
Vice City.
Vice City, yeah. that's what I thought.
He was in Vice City. But Jessica, good job. You got a point on that one.
Hey now.
Was that the last one of the?
That was the last one of.
No Liam.
I recognize that
Neeson's?
voice. That's done. Huh?
Machete the game.
No Liam Neeson's.
I didn't put Liam Neeson in there.
Oh
Too
man,
easy, too
that
easy.
was the one.
Did
I
they
would
make it? Oh, excuse me. Hold on, gentlemen. Did they make a machete game?
I'm sure they did. They had to have.
I don't know about that.
Maybe they didn't.
Well,
I
no,
regret
Jessica
my
just
decision.
said Machete the game, and now I'm curious. Is that an actual thing? Or did you just
I'm
make
just
that up
imagining.
and
I can't imagine.
and then
Yeah,
break
no,
my
I'm just
heart?
saying
Okay,
stuff.
fair enough.
Let me
All right.
see. Let me see.
Gotcha.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut so deep.
Shaline? You've
Blank
got
of blank.
blank of blank, and indeed you're going blank of blank. Here we go. Next blank of blank. Kids leave the kingdom of Koopa Keep and encounter crazy characters and combat countless contenders to cure a contagion.
Okay, give me that again.
Kids leave the kingdom of Koopa Keep and encounter crazy characters and combat countless contenders to cure a contagion.
Got nothing.
Okay. Kenny, any ideas?
It sounds like a Mario thing.
Doesn't it, though?
Koopa Keep.
Oh,
Nice.
Koopa
Yeah.
Keep is not. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
You gave me a hint. Now I know what it is.
What is it?
It's South Park: The Stick of Truth.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the name of their keep at the house.
Look,
yeah.
I just felt bad. He's been doing really poorly this game. So.
How about you throw Ryan an old bone over here? I'm sitting here on one.
South Park: Stick of Truth. That was the Kingdom Carbon started. Kingdom of Koopa Keep.
Yep.
Yep.
Indeed.
Indeed. And I think the Canadians were causing everybody to turn into like zombie Nazis or something like that. And
There
that
you go.
that turns out that's the plot. I didn't remember that.
Don't remember that either.
Kenny, you do Indeed?
Yes, sir.
All right. Lace up your booties and strap on your diaper because it's bone-breaking, high-flying, hardcore baby wrestling. Choose between 6 different babies or create your own to go head-to-head with the other babies in the neighborhood to be declared world playground champion.
Well, the first 2 have been games, and if I was making this game, I would say, well, I did 2 that were games, so I'm going to make one that's not a game for the third one. So I'm going to say this is not a game.
Reasonable. That is not a game. Totally fake. Made that up.
Tim, once again, you come up with these game concepts that I just want to be made. Like, why is that not a game?
Baby
Like,
wrestling?
You could have like so many varieties. You can have the baby that crawls. You can have the baby that like blows snot bubbles. It's like so many powers. That
I was
these babies
inspired
could
to
have.
write this one because I was looking through games and I saw a game that is basically, it's called The Baby in Yellow, where you're trying to babysit a child that's trying to kill you because it's actually Haster as a baby from Cthulhu Mythos.
from
And I was
Cthulhu
like, this
Mythos.
is
Yeah.
ridiculous. What else could I do? And then I scrolled a little bit further and saw people like wrestling. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do babies wrestling.
That just makes me want to have like a like Muppet Babies, but Cthulhu babies. Cthulhu babies.
Oh,
Ryan,
okay.
you're up.
Ryan's up.
Yeah, let's do Indeed.
All right, Indeed. Here comes another one. A frantic stealth game about searching for new pants. Players control an ordinary office worker on their first day of work after an unfortunate incident involving a pencil on the floor and pants that were way too tight. The player must venture out of the office and into the city to hunt for new pants.
A game?
It is a game.
Yeah.
It's called Rip Pants.
Wow.
I love just browsing indie games more than I actually like playing them.
Oh my god. It's called Rip Pants. Of course it's
called
called
Rip Pants. Yeah, that's right. Jessica,
What else
what
would it be
category
called?
would you like?
Let's do blank of blank.
Blank of blank. Okay, we got 3 more in this one.
These are the hardest,
Yeah,
they are
but I
very
feel like
hard.
we got to get one.
They're the best earned. That's right. All right. Repugnantly realistic representation of random residents of a ravaged area rob, ransack, and run away.
Rob, ransack, and run away. Nope, I'm still out.
Oh, Shailene, any guesses?
Read it again.
Repugnantly realistic representation of random residents of a ravaged area rob, ransack, and run away.
No. Pass.
Kenny?
This war of mine.
Correct. This war of mine. Oh,
Amazing.
boy. Kenny's catching up.
Nice.
Am I?
That was a
Score
good
update.
one.
Yeah, Shailene's got 5 points. Kenny's got 4. Jessica and Ryan both have 2 points.
That's okay.
That
We're trying our
was
best.
Jessica, right? So Shailene's turn.
Shailene, what category would you like?
I am going to go with blank of blank.
Blank of blank. Okay, I got 2 more in this one. Here's one. Figure out the fate of a family following their unfortunate and fantastical fatalities.
I can picture this game, but I can't think of the title. Nope, I'm going to have to pass it.
Okay, all right.
Can you read it one more time?
Figure out the fate of a family following their unfortunate and fantastical fatalities.
Why can't I think of the name of this game? It's a walking simulator. There's Gone Home,
Yep.
there's Edith Finch, and then there's what is the name of that third one? It's called. Oh wait, is it What Remains of
Is it
Edith Finch?
That is
Yes.
correct.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
I sussed it out, man. Well
Thank you,
done.
thank you.
And then see, I put the slash through the 4
Yeah,
lines.
you got it.
And that makes it a 5.
That's why
All right.
fives work.
Kenny, what Is it Kenny's turn? It's Kenny's turn. Yeah,
it's my
Kenny, what
turn.
category would you like? I got one more in Blank of Blank and several more in Indeed.
Let's finish up Blank of Blank, and we'll go Indeed all around
here
the
we
table
go.
after that.
Take trips through time, tracking the truth of an attack by a twisted tidal tormentor. Tidal, tidal. Take trips through time, tracking the truth of an attack by a twisted tidal tormentor.
Trips through time. It's a tidal tormentor. Oh boy. The Forgotten of.
No, that's totally wrong. Ryan, what's your guess, bud?
Is it Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex?
No, afraid not. Jessica, what's your guess on that one?
Nothing.
Shailene?
It's a wash. I've got nothing.
Okay. That was the Return of the Obra Dinn.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of pulled that one out a little bit, huh?
Don't know
Ryan,
that
would you
game.
like to-
Nothing about
I don't
a
know that
boat.
game at all.
Hey, I looked for like 10 minutes to try to find a word that works for boat. That starts with T. I make efforts.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be Indeed, right? It's
gotta be Indeed.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Here
it.
we go. Indeed, it does.
Indeed.
Oh, I have two left. Okay.
Oh.
In this short sandbox game, you take on the role of an utterly contemptuous and insane Emperor Nero. Explore your domain and commit wanton acts of cruelty, burn Christians alive, kill your mother, and set Rome ablaze.
Indeed.
That is not a game, correct. Well done, Ryan.
Amazing.
Made that one up. I wouldn't play that one.
Yeah. There would be parts where I go, can I skip this scene?
Jessica, last one comes to you. Here you go. Indeed. Do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? Well, in this game, you absolutely are. In this timed hidden object game, search AI-generated scenes and scapes to locate the bearded man, a stalker that's following your every movement.
100% this exists.
It does not. It is
Indeed.
fake.
I made it up. Oh my God. Yet another great one.
I would play that game.
Right? Yeah, I would
play
too.
that
It
game.
kind of freaked me out while I was writing it. So, all right, here's the score. The final. It's not final. Dang.
Is there a tie?
Yeah, Ryan got 3 points. Jessica got 2. Shailene and Kenny are tied for.
Yes, not last.
With 5 points, not 4/5. Tied for 5 points. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm going to need a tiebreaker. All right, so this is going to be a closest to the pin, basically. All right. Given that last category that we had for Indeed, that last question, kind of reminded me of Where's Waldo / Where's Wally.
Okay.
How many official Where's Wally books are there? Shailene, you can give me an answer, and Kenny can write his
Wait a
down.
minute. Do you mean Waldo?
Waldo, yeah.
Oh, you said Wally.
It's both. And I think it's like British, it's Where's Wally, and that's the original version. So most of the time you see it represented as
Wait,
Where's
the
Wally.
British version is Wally?
Yeah.
Why?
I
Why would they change it? Waldo sounds more English than
I
Wally.
don't know. They don't tell me these things. I just read about
All right.
it.
Well, I have a guess that I'm going to write down and show him, and then Shailene can say her guess.
Yeah, Shailene, how many Where's Waldo / Wally books do you think there are?
there's 7.
Kenny, what did you say?
32.
There is 8. Well done, Shailene. You are the winner of Are You
Amazing.
Smarter Than a Leet Gamer?
I figured that was a thing they just made a shit ton of. I didn't.
No, 8.
Random guess.
That's it.
I was obsessed with those as a kid. Yeah.
I loved them. No.
I feel like at a certain point, the person like creating those books are like, I cannot do any more of this shit.
Yeah,
Like they did,
yeah.
they did 8, and they're like, I will kill myself if I do one more of these motherfucking books.
Shailene, did you try out Hidden Folks?
I didn't. No.
Oh, it's a wonderful like hidden object game that's on Steam, and I think it's probably pretty cheap too. And it's all hand drawn and it's beautiful. Like,
Oh,
nice! It's a really fun game. I
I'll have to
recommend it.
check that out.
Got to take a second here because it's time to give a huge shout out to our incredible patrons. New patron alert! 2 of them. We're very excited to announce 2 new members of the Leet Gamer Brain Trust. Our wonderful friend Egza Heath, who has joined us on the main show in the past on several occasions, and our unofficial producer and badass table manager, Megan. Thank you both so much for supporting us and our show. We utterly adore you. And to our other amazing patrons, Darstridius, aptly dubbed, Cy Wrote This, Ross Varner, Zach, huge thanks to you, Retro Game Brews, Spoof Shot, McCoordinator, Kyle Hawley, Lemons, Andrew Morris, Brandon Walls, Andy, a.k.a. Hobby Time 168, Isaac at Econo Mechanic, and the man, the myth, Emo-esque. We massively appreciate your support of the show, so from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. You are truly Leet. Patrons of the Leetist can get access to all kinds of goodies from us, including show shoutouts, bonus episodes, experimental content, game transcripts, and whatever else we can think of. Your funds help us with equipment upgrades, upkeep, prizes and merch, some a joke I forgot to write, and more. For additional info about becoming a patron of the show, check out patreon.com/theleetist.
Yeah, for just $1, you can get the show earlier than everybody else on Monday nights right when I get done editing it. And for just $3, you can get 30 extra minutes of The Leetist every week as we provide bonus shows for our patrons. So thank you to all of our wonderful patrons. Come and join us.
We love you so much.
We love you. All right, guys. Well, we just played a game. Let's play another game because that's what we do here for eternity.
Indeed.
We just play games
until we die.
Until we die. This is how it works. So let's see what's behind your mystery vault. So this is going to be a team versus team. We'll do pod v pod on this. We'll do teams on this one.
No.
And the way this is going to work is I'm going to read off 3 vault numbers. You guys choose which vault you want to open. You will get a bonus point if you can name me what game that vault is from. And then the question corresponds to the game that vault is in. Mm-hmm. That's the game.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Did it.
I'm for it.
All right. Let's let our guests start. So your first 3 vaults choices are 3, 8, or 11. Which one would you like to open?
Go ahead, Jess.
Oh boy, I get to choose. Okay, 3, 8, or 11. Let's go with vault.
Did you say a number? You might have got cut off.
Oh, I said let's go with vault 3.
Oh, okay. We're all in the edge of our seats there. Yeah. Which vault is it going to be?
And if I were to open vault 3, what game would I be opening that vault to?
That's New Vegas.
That is correct. Whoa. That is a bonus point for you guys.
Hey, no.
Let me just.
I'm not going to know any of those, Kenny. I don't know about you.
By the way, what would you like to call your like? Do you want to have a team name for your team over there?
Team Master Chief.
Master Chief for you guys.
None of us play
That's for
Halo.
Fallout, right?
That's funny.
Would you guys like to have a team name?
What do you think, Shaline?
I think we're Team Dames.
Ooh, Team Dames.
Let's go.
Yeah! Oh. That was dope.
Oh, that's a good.
That was hella dope. That wasn't me, bro.
That was her.
That was good. That was good. I like that. All right. All right.
I'm so hyped right now.
A producer coming to work. All right. All right. So New Vegas, that gets you a bonus point because it is New Vegas. Here is your New Vegas question. Where would one find Ezekiel in New Vegas? What location would you find Ezekiel in New Vegas?
Oh, okay. This is a team. This is a team.
Shaline. Yeah, you guys can talk.
Yep.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, it's been a minute since I've played New Vegas.
Yeah. So he's not in any of the main settlements that I can think of. I mean, it sounds like a cool name,
I don't remember
but
who Ezekiel is.
Is he one of the boomers? Possibly. No, he's not. Let's go with what's the mountain resort in the upper left of the map?
You're thinking of the place where
where Lily
the
lives.
Nightkin
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like camp something?
I love this nerdy talk about like just knowing all of this Fallout lore.
Like
you're
it's
saying
Marcus
stuff I'm like,
Town,
what?
Jacobstown.
Yep, that's my guess.
Jacobstown. It is 188 Trading Post.
Oh, where you meet Veronica, played by Felicia Day.
Well done. Yeah.
So who is Ezekiel? Is he the boy with the headgear?
Sure.
He might be.
I don't know.
He might be.
I can tell you in a second.
Don't know. All of these are courtesy of the wiki, the Fallout Wiki. Thank you, Fallout Wiki, for all this information. If you have a complaint about anything, please
I'll
go
tell
to
you
the
right
Fallout
now,
Wiki.
Ezekiel is with the followers of the apocalypse.
Beautiful. Okay.
All right, Team Master Chief. You guys named it. This is what we're doing. Vault 8, 11, or 12.
Do I know 11?
That might be in 4.
I don't think it's in 4.
No?
I think it's in 3.
All right, let's.
No. It might be. Let's do that. Let's do 11 and say it's 3.
You're opening 11. It is New Vegas.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, 11
right,
opens.
okay.
It's New Vegas. What radio station might I be listening to in New Vegas?
Radio New Vegas.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
There's also another one I would allow, Black Mountain Radio.
Mountain Radio.
Or Radio Free, or what they called it, Radio Free Utibitha? I don't know what that is. But anyways, you got a point, guys.
Are you trying to say Utopia?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not Utopia.
Tabitha?
Yes.
No, it's Utobitha.
Utobitha.
There we go.
Utobitha.
The Republic of Utobitha.
There we go.
All right. So we've done Vault 3 and we've done Vault 11. That's a good band. All right. 8, 12, or 13?
Let's go with 8.
8?
Okay.
And what do you think Vault 8 opens to?
Do you remember where 8 was, Jess?
Yeah, it's Fallout 2. It's Fallout 2. That's the Vault City Vault, I think.
Christ. Yes, you are right.
Wow.
It is Fallout 2.
Amazing.
What the hell? All right. Where would you find John Bishop?
Oh, heck.
I haven't played Fallout 2. I know the lore, but it's like there are 2 games I haven't played, and that's one of them.
I haven't played Fallout 2 excessively. I've played it, but I don't know this.
Yeah, I feel like this is Fallout 2 and Fallout questions are going to be a little tough because I doubt a lot of people have.
It's all RNG.
Shark Club or New Reno.
Troll.
Those are your 2. All right.
You know what's funny? We're the only ones who've gotten the actual trivia questions, but they're still beating us from knowing the vault names. I think.
Oh my God.
Well, that's how the game works.
That's pretty
All
funny.
right. 12, 13, or 15? What would you guys like
13.
to open? Do you know 13?
13 might be 3.
Let's try that again. Why not?
13, and we'll say Fallout 3.
Broke clock. Right, twice a day.
13, you're saying 3?
Yep.
Yeah. Fallout 1 and 2 is what 13 is from. Vault 13 is also known as something else by the Arroyo tribesmen. What is it?
The Big MT.
No. Do you guys know what it is?
No.
I think so. This is. I'm
Fallout
playing
2
Fallout
question.
1 right now. It's like Vault of the Holy Chosen One or something.
Yeah,
What
it
the
is Vault of the Holy 13. It's Vault of the Holy 13.
Okay.
But I would have given you the points for that one.
Wow. Yeah.
Good
I
job.
played Fallout 1 like one time a long time ago and couldn't get into it enough to go, I want to play this again. So, man.
Hopefully we've eliminated
you're doing
all the old
low
ones. Yeah.
numbered vaults. You're doing all the old games. This is
Actually,
tough.
no. A lot of the smaller number ones are some of the more recent ones too.
Well, a couple of the New Vegas.
Yeah,
A couple of New Vegas are low, but all the other games are higher.
All the ones I know are like 90 something.
Let's
seems
do
like.
12.
Exactly.
Let's do 12, 15, and 17. Which one would you guys like to open?
I think 17's a New Vegas vault. Gonna go with that.
That sounds good. Yeah, because I'm not remembering
You're
it.
opening up 17. You're saying it's New Vegas?
Yes.
That is correct. It is a New Vegas vault.
Boo!
And for how good you did, I'm giving you a very simple question. Caesar's the leader of what faction?
Caesar's Legion.
You did it!
Caesar is the leader of what legion?
Yep. That's the RNG of it, baby. Yeah.
Oh, my
All right,
God.
so we've done 17 now. All right. All right. Going back to it. So 12, 15, or 19.
Can I just say this is a really cool game, by the way, for a Fallout trivia game. I'm impressed by it. I like it a lot.
I don't know how to respond to this.
Caesar was played by John Doman. Oh, yeah, you did good.
I don't know what to do with this information.
John Doman, he's an actor. He's like an actor, but he also does voice acting. And the only thing I can ever remember him from is he's the cop, the fake cop in Mystic River that steals the kid at the beginning of pretends he's a cop.
Oh, he's in The Wire.
That's right, he's in The Wire.
All in The Wire.
Everybody's in The Wire.
Everybody's in The Wire. All right, guys. 12, 15, or 19.
19.
What game?
Fuck if I know.
I want to try
4.
4.
New Vegas.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, I will say this, and this will probably help. New Vegas actually has the most amount of vaults of any Fallout game.
Okay.
Any of those ones. But you said 19, right?
Yeah.
All right. If you put agility to rank 10, what does special call this? So it's a multiple choice. Is it knife catcher, walks on water, cat-like, or acrobatic marvel. If you go all the way
Cat-like.
10 on,
I think it's cat-like.
Cat-like?
Yeah. I think. If it's not, then it must be that in one of the other games, but cat-like's the one that jumped out at me. That's
All right.
my instinct.
Let's do it.
Cat-like.
walks on water.
Kind of what I was thinking it was. Yeah.
Sorry,
I was
guys.
too confident.
But, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Is cat-like
You
one of the other
understand,
games?
man. Like, I love New Vegas. Like, it's a fun game that I've played a lot.
Yeah.
I had no fucking clue what the answer to that was.
Yeah.
I've never really paid attention to the achievements you get in that one.
All right, so now we are going to go back. It's going to be Vault 12. So 12, 15, and 21.
21's a softball. Let's do that.
Okay, 21.
21's a softball. Okay. What is 21?
It's a New Vegas vault.
Of
because
course
21
it's a New Vegas.
blackjack.
They're all New
Amazing.
Vegas. All right. One of these locations not like the others. Which one is not a location in this game? Camp McCarran. McCarran.
It's Meccarin.
McCarran. Freeside. Hoover Dam. Megaton.
Megaton.
Yeah, of course
Megaton.
it's Megaton.
Amazing.
Of course it is. All right. Back to
They've had the two softest balls in the game.
Yeah, that's why we're losing.
So we are at, let's see here, 12, 15, and 22 for you guys.
22.
And?
New Vegas.
Of course it's
All
New
right.
Vegas.
Finally got a vault.
Man, they are all New Vegas. And they were all New Vegas. All right.
Jesus.
What is the name of the AI personality created by Mr. House that was designed to be the DJ of Radio New Vegas?
Mr. New Vegas?
Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voiced by Wayne Newton.
Amazing.
Oh,
There you go.
I know things.
well, there you go. All right. So back to you
I
guys.
like how the two questions we got right was Radio New Vegas and Mr. New Vegas.
So 12, 15, and now 29.
Can we go with 15, Shaline?
Go ahead.
Okay, Vault 15.
And
And that was in the first game and second, I think.
I'll give you, yeah. It said
Amazing.
second game in the wiki, but I think there may be a
It's
reference.
definitely in the first. Yep.
Yeah.
I just did that a little while ago.
You know what? The wiki, I don't know.
I believe
I
you.
believe you.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
believe you. What city is the high-tech city-state in northern Nevada established by the inhabitants of Vault 8 after the Great War, which is best known for medical technology most advanced within New California? So what?
Vault City, right, Shaline?
Yeah.
Vault City.
Yes, Jesus,
And-
yes.
Amazing.
We are expecting that to show up in the TV show, by the way.
Oh,
like,
City.
not for certain, but
Pretty cool.
Right on.
Yeah.
You know, weird anecdote. Every time I think of Wayne Newton, I think of him in a big bowl of pasta in National Lampoon's
Vegas Vacation. That's right.
Yeah, because that pasta always looks so good.
Was Wayne
Chevy Chase.
He was, yeah. That's right. Was he in Mars Attacks too?
I think
No. Tom Jones was
Tom
in Mars
Jones,
Attacks,
that
yeah.
was it,
Do I get
right.
points?
Yeah.
Thank God.
All right. So we still have Vault 12.
Yeah.
No one wants to open that
Why
one.
don't we just abandon Vault 12?
Yes.
It has been abandoned. 12, 34, and 51.
Oh, higher.
51. You want to
Higher and
go
higher. Yeah, 51.
3 or New Vegas or 4? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know which one it's in
Yeah.
by any means. 3.
Okay,
We haven't guessed 3 in a
51.
while.
And
You're
we'll
doing
51.
51
And
and
3
3.
because 51 is 3 times 17.
Oh, you guys are going to hate that you picked this one. Guess what Vault 51 is in? Fallout 76.
Yay! I'm sure we'll get this.
What? Well, actually, this is kind of this. If your Fallout 4 knowledge should come to play. What does CAMP acronym stand for?
Camp? Oh, camp. Shit.
That's the name of the thing that you use to set up camp, right? Construction.
That's
No.
the thing you camp with.
Camp.
Construction automated machinery
Parts.
parts.
I think we're getting laughed at rather than laughed at right now.
You got construction. Do you guys know what it is?
Shaline, can I take this one?
Go right ahead, Miss Jess.
So, one of my biggest shows on Twitch is called Everything Camp, and it stands for Construction and Assembly Mobile Platform.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right.
I love it.
Wow. Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, are we officially just double checking? Are we officially abandoning 12? No one wants to open 12?
Yeah, no, we're abandoning Vault 12.
Okay. Yeah. 12 is gone. I'm not going to do 12 anymore. So we are going to do 29, 34, or 63.
It's amazing. It's a combination of my luggage.
29, 34, 63.
You want to do what? Maybe 34?
34 is perfect. Yeah, let's go.
34 is good.
And which one is 34?
New Vegas.
Of course it's New Vegas. They're all freaking New Vegas. All right.
Hold on. Can we stop for a second? Mm-hmm. Shailene, do you actually know these things and you're saying that with that confidence, or are you just going, oh, fuck.
No.
I've played a lot of video games.
No, this is just so impressive.
This is why I've teamed everyone up.
Yeah.
Okay. So, just to give you a heads up on how much Fallout I've played, I've done the Fallout 3 achievement list 3 times.
Oh, boy. What's the worst achievement to have to do 3 times?
The Fallout 3 ones are pretty easy. The New Vegas ones were a little harder. There was one for healing yourself with food for 10,000 points.
Oh,
that
my
one
God.
was such a grind.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Well, guys,
all right.
speaking of Vault 34, which group of Vault dwellers originally inhabited this one?
The Boomers.
Yes, boomers.
You got it.
Well boomed.
Amazing.
Well boomed.
I put a slash there, and that makes it a 5.
I knew we were going to get crushed, but at least we're getting some points.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All right.
We're doing
You guys are doing fantastic. And it's a lot of fun, too.
Absolutely.
We're having fun.
No, I'm having fun. This is great.
This is Candy. We're having fun.
We're having fun.
Look at the fun we're having.
Look at the fun we're having.
It's fun. Look at the fun we're having.
All right, 29. Mm-hmm. We did 51, so 63 and 75.
75 has got to be...
3.
I was going to say 4.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 75.
75 is being opened.
Fallout
And
4.
4.
that is correct.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Is that the one with that's actually got like the living colony in it?
I don't know.
Or is that the one down in the south that what's the names there? Guarding. The gunners are.
Fallout.
Correct.
Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Okay. In the Fallout 4 game, within 5, what is the amount of starting points you start with in the game?
Is it 24 or 25? Something like
And
that.
it can be within 5. So.
Wait, points?
Yeah,
Points.
starting points.
Attributes, yeah.
Attribute points.
Attribute points.
Isn't it 24?
24 sounds...
Perk points.
20. I can see the number 24 on the distribution.
For some
too.
reason, I can too.
Like when you refund everything and set it
Yeah.
back to 0,
Yeah.
it's like either 22 or 24. I think it's
24 because we can get within 5. 24.
24.
28. So you're
28.
within 5.
Oh, see, you didn't say 22.
Amazing.
I got lost.
Here's the thing. It is the lowest amount you actually start with in any Fallout game. Most of them start with 40.
Oh.
This one gives you 28.
Okay.
So Fallout 4 is a game that does that. All right. Going back to the top of the order. 63, 76, or 77.
Did I choose the last one, Shaline? Do you want this one?
I don't recall who chose, but let's just go with 76.
Yeah.
76. And if you could venture a guess on what vault would be in 76, what game has 76? Which game do you think that is?
It might be Fallout 76.
Oh, you might be correct.
Amazing.
It is.
I know it was
Fallout
more
76.
difficult for you to read that question than it was for them to answer. If they were with the 76 with the vault, what is the game?
It's like Porky Pig over here. Where would you find Elizabeth Taggarty? And now there's several locations. You just give me one. That's all you need to give me.
Well, I mean, first of all, she did, but Taggarty's Thunder. So let's go with. Do you want to go with Fort Defiant?
Yeah.
Fort Defiance.
Sure. Yep. That's correct.
Amazing.
Well done.
Hey,
Fort
now.
Defiance,
Well done.
Blast Cavern, Camp Venture, and Spruce Knob.
I was going to say Taggarty Farms.
She was the leader of the Brotherhood of Steel in Appalachia, but she's dead by the time we start 76. And she was originally part of the military with a group called Taggarty's Thunder that then became the Brotherhood of Steel after they made contact with Maxon on the West Coast.
That's awesome. That's actually
You know
a really
what?
interesting story.
Seriously, this has been awesome.
I know, we get
getting
school.
the lore.
Yeah.
I don't even. Points don't matter. Look, we're learning a lot in Fallout.
They
This is
matter.
great. They do actually. They're
It'll lead to their
dominating
victory.
you. All right, back to you guys. So, 63 still on the table. We have a 77 and a 79.
77.
77.
77.
And 77 is, of course, in what game?
3.
That's correct.
Knew it. Didn't.
You sounded like you knew it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
that
no.
was very well done. Then.
Very convincing.
So let's softball here.
Okay.
Where does Fallout 3 take place in? Like what area?
Like DC area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
That was like such a major draw because I grew up in the DC area. You
Love
know what I
that,
mean? Like I
RNG.
could actually go visit these places that I, lived near. It was cool.
I like the 4 is Boston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because I grew up in New Hampshire. So
Where was New Vegas?
I think that was in Cleveland. Is that in Cleveland, Ohio?
Cleveland.
Fallout Cleveland, Ohio. It's just Cleveland, Ohio.
It's Fallout
man.
Delaware.
Fallout, Delaware.
Hi.
Fallout.
I'm in Delaware.
What about,
In
what
Delaware.
about Fallout Wisconsin? It's
Oh
just-
my God.
don't you know?
Who
All
would
right.
go to Wisconsin?
All right. Back in top of the order. 63. Still on the table, unless you guys want to abandon it at this point, because we went past it.
Oh.
I'll let you guys decide. Do you want to abandon this vault? You could do 63, 79, or 81.
We'll do
Yeah, we're
63.
taking that. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're
Let's
doing
go.
63.
Boom.
All right. And 63 is in what game?
Fallout 76.
That is correct.
Well done.
Amazing.
There's a lot of vaults in that game, too. Which one is a legendary perk in the game? Which one of these is a legendary perk in the game? Ammo Factory, High Five, Test Shot, Iron Fist.
Ammo Factory.
That is correct.
Jeba weba.
Amazing.
Okie dokie.
Way to go, Shaline. That was awesome.
Okay, you
and
got-
yeah, of course, the with 76, because the game keeps going, they keep adding vaults. Eventually, we're going to have all of them. You know what I mean? Eventually, they're all going to end up in
I
the game.
haven't played 76 since it launched, like the first couple of weeks of its launch.
Same.
How is it now to jump into? Is it pretty good?
There's
It's
a lot.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Hold, no, I would like to go into this deeper after we're done with this
Yeah,
game and we
okay,
actually
that's
just
fine.
chat
Yes.
with you guys about your content and everything. Because yes, this is a question that I want to dive into.
All
What's
right.
next?
So we are now down to 77. Or wait, no, we've done 77, 79, or 81. The rest of the
81,
vaults-
baby. That's Fallout 4.
And then we'll give you guys 79. That's Fallout 4. You got that right.
Boom.
The rest of them, it's going to be a lightning round where I'm just going to give you a vault
Jesus.
number. You just give me the game, and we're going to go back and forth, back and
Oh,
forth,
all
back and
right.
forth.
Oh, that's going to work out.
Yeah.
81, Fallout 4. We got a point. Give me a.
I gave you the bonus. And where
But
would you?
Kenny didn't give me the bonus.
Oh, I don't think he's been hitting the button.
I'm missing.
Where would you find Eddie Winter?
Eddie Winter. Oh, where do you find him? Find him?
2 locations
Oh,
that you can
no.
see Eddie Winter.
I think I only finished this one time. I never really went through the whole.
Can you tell me who? Remind me who he is? I know the name.
I'm pretty sure he's a ghoul, but he's like a. You find the tapes at all the police stations
I'll give that to you. He's a ghoul.
Yeah, you find all the
Right,
tapes about
right.
his.
Okay.
It's like really dark and gritty, even for like Fallout 4, the kind of stuff they does.
Was
Like,
he ever in Good Neighbor? Maybe.
no, I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. I don't remember where you end up finding him.
You
I
got
don't know. The
bonus
glowing
point of the
sea.
bit. No,
well.
no. All right, do you guys know where Eddie Winter would be found in Fallout 4?
I mean, he's in a bunker in South Boston, but I don't remember what the name of the location was.
Well, I would have
Same.
given bunker for that. Is Hidden Bunker or
Oh,
Andrew Station?
Andrew Station.
Andrew
go.
Station.
Hidden bunker.
Hidden Bunker.
Huh.
All right, the final one is for
This is Eddie Winter signing off.
79. What vault is that?
I don't remember. Do you remember, Jess?
79. I think that's a 76 vault.
Is it
Is that what you're going with?
That's our answer.
That is correct.
Yeah,
it is a 76 vault.
Amazing.
Well done.
And what ally is a former member of the Blood Eagles and can be obtained in Appalachia?
Beckett.
Beckett! Of course it's Beckett.
Amazing.
All right, guys, we're now in the lightning vault round. That's what lightning sounds like.
Lightning
Anyways,
vault round.
I'll put that in post.
So all I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the vault number. You're just going to give me the game, and we're just going to go back and forth and back and forth.
Gotcha.
All right. So it's you guys now, team.
Yeah, sure.
All right. 87.
New Vegas.
He's gonna say that for everyone.
88.
Fallout 4.
That is correct.
I knew that. That's one
Amazing.
that I finally knew.
92.
4. No, not 4.
Okay.
76.
Nope, it's Fallout 3.
Oh, shit. At least we were both wrong.
94.
That's a 3 vault too.
76.
Ooh.
Is it? Oh,
is.
sorry.
Yeah, that was the raid. That was the raid for a while.
Hey, now
You're
we have
right.
a chance.
94.
95.
95.
3.
3.
No, that's Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
96.
That's
Take it,
Fallout
Jess.
76.
That is correct.
Amazing.
101.
Ooh. That's 4, right?
No, Vault 101. That's 3, isn't it? Isn't that the main one?
Wow.
Oh, I was thinking of the main one and 4.
Wow.
Yeah. That should be I know 101 should be an easy one.
I got one too.
You said 3, right?
Yeah.
101. Isn't Vault 111 the one in Fallout 4?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So 101,
Yes.
that's 3.
3. Fallout 3.
Thank you, Tim. Yes. it
Jeez,
is
a wheezer.
Amazing.
Lightning round.
I really should have pressed that a little bit more. 106.
3.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Actually, and also
Amazing.
something called the Fallout Bible. I don't know what that is, but it was in that.
I have a feeling they know what it is.
108.
108.
Oh, well, Fallout Shelter, because that's the vault I made in it.
That counts. No.
I think 108. Yeah, that's you guys' turn, right?
Yeah, it's
We'll
their
say
turn.
4.
No, it's 3. 111.
4.
That is correct.
Amazing.
They only knew that because we just said
That's
it.
right. Yeah, that's the only reason you knew it.
Obviously.
112.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
112.
Entirely possible that I'm wearing a Vault 111 hoodie as we speak.
All right, 112 to you guys.
112. 3.
That is correct.
That's right.
114.
Is that one a 3, Jess?
I don't know. I think it's
I
Fallout
think
3,
that's
but
a 3.
That is
Yeah.
4.
Oh,
And finally, 118.
Oh, 118. That actually does sound familiar. Why does that sound familiar?
Okay, because you've played Fallout games.
That's true. It's also a number. I'm familiar with most of those.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
New Vegas.
Fallout 4, Far Harbor. Whatever
Oh,
that
Far
is.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever that is. I don't know.
All
what it
right.
is.
All right.
All right. Let me tell you this one. Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't, a blowout. You guys got 10.
Okay.
And
All
Team Dames got 20.
Well done.
yes.
Well played, guys. You opened your mystery vaults.
Yeah, that was very, very impressive. I am very, 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 oh my God, incredibly impressed.
That
Every
game was
single,
so fun, I have to say.
Oh, thank you.
I think like maybe 2 of those, I actually remember which games they're actually from. I was just like knocking them out of the park. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, that was like going and doing the research and stuff like that. It does make me go like, man, there is a lot of cool lore to Fallout. Like, no shit.
Baby.
Like, there's some cool shit in there. And then like, it actually made me think about playing Fallout 76 a bit too, because I was like,
I'm thinking about jumping in.
Cool.
I'm thinking about bugging them so they can teach me the ways.
Ooh. Would you Sherpa us if we wanted to play Fallout 76?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, we should maybe do that.
Yeah, well, I'll transition into this right into the chat with you guys about your content and stuff. But first, we just talked about. Can you tell me about the state of Fallout 76 and what's it like right now? Is it what's fun about Fallout 76 at the moment?
Okay, so 76. We all know it had an ignominious beginning, but right now it's a lot of fun. I've liked it from the beginning. A lot of people have, but they've been adding content little by little, ironing out the bugs. It's in a really good place. In fact, I'd say never been a better time to play Fallout 76.
I gotta say, I really like the perk system with the cards. Me want to play. Yeah, the card system is fun in that game. I thought it was really well done. It's just, at launch.
It is really neat because you can essentially reroll your stats. They've upped a couple of things on that. So not only can you switch out your cards and perks, but you can actually there's a device where you can reroll your special. So you can do multiple builds and switch your character between them.
I kind of wish all MMOs or stuff like that would do that. That's a cool concept, just to be like, I want to spec differently.
There is so much freedom for that in 76. You can switch your entire play style in just a matter of a few minutes.
Oh, man.
I was so bitter when it first came out and everything that, I don't know, I just kind of rested on that, and let it just develop in my brain that I'll never play 76 or whatever. For some reason, I haven't jumped into it yet. I love Fallout games. This makes no stinking sense. Why I wouldn't go give it a shot?
Literally the Fallout game that I think a lot of people are clamoring for is Fallout, an online
world
and play. It's weird that that was the game that we've been asking for years, and then it comes out and it did have a lot of issues. I think, and that was when Cyberpunk came out and has a lot of issues, and a lot of people fell off that, but then they did a lot of recovering. Games can have that moment where they're like, we tripped, but we picked ourselves up, dusted ourselves off, and we have a good community now. And I mean, it's been out. 76 has been out for 3 years now. I think 4 years.
It actually 4 years.
4 years.
This point. Yeah, we just hit 4 years a couple weeks ago.
So I mean, and so that means that there's going to be a lot of people there that are experienced in the game that potentially could help you when you're first going into it. It's like maybe there's a good community there. I mean, that's what I like about these style games.
There definitely is, and that's kind of what kept the game going. You know what I mean? When a game has lack of content or a lot of issues and chases people away, it's usually the community that keeps people coming back. And 76 is definitely no exception. I mean, I say if you jump in right now, you've easily got 6 months to a year worth of content. You don't have 4 years worth of content. But if you're going through and just doing the quest, you can, with regular play style of a day or two a week, maybe 3, you probably end up getting through both of the main quests and all the DLC in about 3 to 5 months. But the problem is, or the good thing is, there's so many things to distract you on the way. Events to do. Lots of events. Every time you log in, there's all kinds of things to distract you. You can plan on logging in for an hour to do a quest. Never touch a quest and play for 6 hours because you start building your camp. And oh my God, the building community is a huge thing. Man, the creativity there is so much fun.
I'm willing to bet there. So can you download some of the stuff that they've built and actually have it in your game as well? Or how does that work?
No, it's all individual building, just like the settlement system in 4.
Okay.
You can't download someone else's settlement in 4. Same kind of deal. And it's a little bit more limited as far as the space you can do. And the system is more finicky, but there's a lot more items,
I should link you a YouTube video of the settlement that I made on Fallout 4, just on a base console on PlayStation without any mods or anything. I went pretty nuts.
Did you enjoy the building aspect of
loved
Fallout
it,
4?
Yeah. I know a lot of people, it was their least favorite part, but I got way into it. Yeah.
I love so many points for them to be creative in that sense. It's like, oh man, build your own base and stuff like that. I just never felt a reason to need to do that in Fallout 4. It's like,
because it's fun. Look at the fun we're having.
It's like making a Home Alone house, I guess. I don't know. I'm setting traps everywhere.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the building either.
Oh, okay.
I would really prefer to have, at least as an option, one pre-furnished house where I can just move in. Just a move-in ready little house.
Yeah,
that's what
I like. So I'm a big fan of the games where it's like, here's your house, you can upgrade it, and it kind of does different things with it. And then as you get trophies, as you get extra unlockables, you can put stuff on the walls that you want or whatever you want to display in your house.
Get mods.
That's fine. But
play on PC and get sim settlements. There you go.
And you can do all that now with 76. So there are prefabs, they're just not pre-decorated. And you do get rewards for events you can display, but instead of having a specific display rack, you just put it wherever you want. So it's a little bit more freeform.
Right.
And friends can build you a camp,
Yes.
If you don't want a hole in the ground.
Right, exactly.
Yes, this is a dig. because my Xbox character lives in a literal hole in the ground. Yeah, it's just a crater with like a campfire and a bed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like picture the average home from Hoarders, but now stick it in a hole in the ground.
The reason I got into PC gaming, and I am a PC gamer now, is because of Fallout 4. Because I played it on console for like a month when it launched, and the month after.
Really? Fallout 4 was your like kind of foray into PC gaming?
Absolutely.
No shit.
Oh my God, it was amazing too, because after you guys PC, he just loaded every single mod from every possible source ever onto his system and just demolished it.
Oh,
Like,
shit,
just
son.
got so many viruses. It was like incredible. And he would come out and be like, Tim, my computer's not working right.
Yeah, that's true.
All I did was go to this site that had a bunch of warnings all over it.
I mean, I pressed the X button on the warning. I thought that made it go away.
Okay. I've learned a lot since then.
It was amazing. Yeah.
So I know the two of you are on like podcasts that are like just about gaming in general, but what is your history with like just getting into Fallout and deciding to do a Fallout centric podcast and podcasting about just Fallout?
Technically, you have been podcasting about Fallout longer than I, so you should start.
Okay, well, I have always I fell in love with Fallout 3. That was my first Fallout game. And played it obsessively, also played New Vegas obsessively. And when Fallout 4 was announced, there was a call for podcast hosts for a Fallout podcast. And I responded to that and met a guy named Rick McVick, who became my best friend very quickly. And we started a show called Fallout Off the Record. And it was focused on Fallout 4 and the Fallout series in general. And that was a good couple of years that we had doing that. And we branched out into some other things. We had a general gaming show called Katie Radio. And we ended up leaving the network that we were with at the time and starting our own venture. And that was when we started GameStack Podcast along with our friend Vendortron. Then we did that Fallout show when Fallout 76 came out. The guys didn't stick with it the way that I did, so we did sort of end that Fallout show. It's on ice, we may bring it back someday, but right now we're just doing GameStack. So
nice. How about you, Jessica?
So I've been playing Fallout for a long time, like Shaline, getting into it via Reddit and stuff, sharing builds and stuff like with the settlement system. So I actually am part of a podcast called the Fallout Feed, and that started around the same time as Off the Record, just before Fallout 4 came out. But I didn't join it until about 3 years in. I was a listener and contributor sending stuff in, and about 4 years ago, I jumped in and started helping host it. And from there, it kind of branched out.
That's awesome.
The idea behind the Fallout Feed is that we discuss all the Fallout games, initially Fallout 4, and then moved into 76. But we have a concept we call the Roundtable, where every season, we create random character generators that we put on our website. And people want to play along with us and ourselves. We roll random characters. Kind of forces us into a different play style, playing with different factions, go through all the quests.
Yep.
And so, we go step by step, and over the course of, usually 4 to 6 months of a season, we'll report back on how we tackled the quest of what we got. So, do you have a character that has to live on Nordhagen Beach and only use a fat man? Well, there you go. Have fun.
That's awesome.
So that's the Fallout Feed. And, we moved into 76 and reporting on that. We're still going. Episode 400 coming up in 2 months.
One of my favorite things about Fallout Feed is the audience interaction. They have such an incredible community, and they accept listener feedback from their characters, and it's so fun to listen to.
I was going to say, Shaline has been with us for a long time. She jumps in for special episodes, occasionally sends in feedback, and definitely appreciate her. And because of that, actually, she and I started a podcast together called Dames Who Game. That started about 3 years ago. Essentially, we wanted to do a Galentine special for the Fallout Feed. So we invited some of the women in the community to come in and join us to, just discuss Fallout and have a great time. Well, we had so much fun that we decided, let's do an occasional podcast together. So we both have our weekly shows. I have all the Twitch and stuff, but at least, every couple of months, maybe 6 to 8 episodes a year, we put out a podcast of us together talking about the games we're playing, news, topics, and all kinds of stuff.
That's wonderful.
We have that show together too.
Nice.
Are you both getting pretty deep into the behind the scenes and hints and what's going on with the Fallout show coming up?
I've been following it. I'm very optimistic. I think it has the potential to be great.
The screenshots,
really looking forward
the screenshots they've shown look gorgeous for what they're going to do. I'm just curious. I mean, I guess we talked about this on our podcast a little bit before, but like, let's get your guys' take. Where would you like the ideal kind of first season to be?
The setting
centered around, like, would it be pre-war, post-war, or
do we know any of that yet? Maybe if you got any inside scoops that we haven't read much about, I don't know.
Like, my thought process.
What do you know?
Because like I don't know if they've announced like when it actually takes place. Is it after the war or before the war? But like if it's, I would prefer before the war, just right. Like
when it's
about to happen, and then the last episode be like they go in the vault.
That's ridiculous.
Stuff like that.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, that is not happening.
Why?
But I think it's interesting. I think you might get some satisfaction there. Okay, I think we might get the whole flashback kind of deal.
Yeah.
Whether it's
Agreed.
like Lost or something else. I think we're going to see a lot of pre-war life, so we get that contrast in there of the way it was in that world compared to now. But that'll be flashbacks. As far as time period, the prevalent rumor right now is that it's going to be between Fallout 2 and New Vegas, probably West Coast, because the vault names we've seen so far, Vault 32, Vault 33, as we talked about, low numbers tend to be Colorado West.
That's right.
So we're expecting that. There are rumors. You see the actors that are in it. Info on IMDb. Someone actually wrote an episode summary that I'm sure is fake. But there was an episode summary on IMDb for a little bit that essentially says, the main characters help the citizens escape when the BOS attacks Vault City.
Ooh.
Now, I don't know if they know something or not, but yeah, that's interesting.
That is interesting. I like that.
I don't know if the both of you were as upset as we were here to find out that Walton Goggins is playing a ghoul and not a main character. Because when we found out he was attached, we were like, oh, it would be so awesome if he's like the main guy in the Fallout show, because he seems perfect for it.
And he looks like a Fallout character.
Yeah, he looks like a Fallout character.
He
so
really
good.
does. He really does.
He can be both. He can be ghoul and a main character. I
That'd
think he's going to
be-
be one of the three main.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think he'll be definitely one of the primary protagonists.
Yeah, I'd be totally okay with that.
Hancock style ghoul, kind of your buddy or companion. If Ella Purnell is the main character, I assume Kyle MacLachlan will be like the overseer, possibly an antagonist, possibly playing both sides, because Kyle MacLachlan.
Do we get
Walton Goggins? Probably follow his life, and he may even be the pre-war character. Think about this, because if he is a ghoul, he's going to be the one we see both before and after, maybe.
Yes, that would be great. Love that.
Oh my God.
My hope has been renewed.
maybe
My
they
brain
should
has
write
been
the
exploded.
frickin' show.
Yeah, no, this is
Do you
fantastic.
think they're gonna have dog meat?
I'm sure there'll be a dog.
You
I don't know if
think-
they call him dog meat.
Do you think they'll have dog meat? No. Yeah.
Oh, he's just throwing
I know
out
that
words he
character.
knows.
I know that character. Do you think they'll have
Okay, so I got a
Oh,
question
you
for
can
you. Okay, I got two of them. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get a little nerdy about it. What's been y'all's favorite builds? Any Fallout game, whatever. What's a favorite build that you've done?
I really enjoy fisticuffs. I love to do an unarmed build and use just like a power fist
Oh,
and
fantastic!
just
Yeah.
explode the heads of my enemies with a punch. It's great.
I remember when you found the bear fist in 76, how excited you were.
Oh, I lost my mind. It was so good. And it growls when you throw a punch.
Oh,
It's
yay! I like that. I appreciate that. That's like the what are they? Not the Louisville Slugger. What's the one? What do they call the betting for?
That's SWATA.
Swata. That's right. It makes
Of course.
the home run sound or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
when you hit somebody with it. What about you, Jessica?
I'm a shotgun girl all the way.
Oh, yeah.
I like to be in your face, but still shooty,
Yeah. I was a shotgun boy in Shadowrun, but I kind of gave that up in Fallout. And I like to get just completely fucking wasted on drugs and grab a flamethrower and just run into things. It's so fun.
Then 76 would so be your game. You don't even know.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get
You
in
can
that
actually
game.
make a junkies build with the flamethrower.
Is 76 free to play now, or is it you have to purchase? I
I
can't.
thought it was on Game Pass.
Well, then it is at this point.
Am I crazy?
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
Well, let's all talk like this then.
I retract my statement.
If you guys want to play, we'll absolutely help get you kitted out with some
my
gear
God.
and armor.
Well, Ryan would
and-
hate that.
No, I don't like that.
He's the kind of gamer that wants to play from scratch and take an extra long time until he hates the game because he has to grind too much.
Exactly. I need to hate the game on my own terms. All right.
That's completely valid. That is completely valid.
Well, it's like I played Valheim and Valheim. Valium.
That wasn't even ironic.
I
You
played
just did it.
Valium, and so like I had a bunch of friends that were playing that, and they're like, I just start, and they're like, here. is all the crafting material you need, and you can do this, and now you can build your own place. I'm like,
It takes the fun out of it.
What the fuck? I was like, this is not fun.
You don't want to be backpacked too hard. I totally agree with that. You know, if people give you the game on a platter, you get rid of half the fun in the beginning.
True.
Like, many people in MMOs are obsessed with leveling up, getting to max level boosters. No, dude, the fun of a game is the journey, for sure.
Yeah, they gave you all this content. Why would you just neglect to, actually enjoy it?
Like, it's the same thing with power leveling in my mind too. It's like if someone's like, hey, I got a high level character, I'm just going to rush you through these missions and get you all this experience. It's like, then I'm not challenged at all. And then
so many people play that way. Let me tell you my embarrassing statistic. I have about 3,600 hours in 76. Okay.
Wait.
3,700. I am level 226. Some people can get there in just like 3 months. If they're power leveling.
220. What is it max
That
to?
boggles the mind.
What level does it max
There is
to?
no max.
Oh my God.
There are people in the thousands. That's why it's embarrassing. Okay. So like most people, if they got 1,000 hours in, they're at least level 300 or 400. And well, levels don't really matter after really 300 is kind of where it stops mattering at all, but it really stops mattering much after 100.
mattering after 50 for me.
Is it kind of like a soft cap, hard cap kind of thing?
Yes, they added what's called legendary perks. So you get the last one of those at level 300 is when you can eligible for your last perk. But really, you get everything you need at level 50, and then you're just perfecting your build from there.
After you get to 50, you can take care of things.
Fantastic.
I have that amount of hours in ESO. So
Shaline, it says here on my piece of paper, I don't actually have one. I just remember somebody saying that you also like cozy games.
I do, yeah. I enjoy Animal Crossing very much.
Yeah. Best COVID
I actually think there are
ever.
a lot of ways that Animal Crossing is a lot like 76.
I was kind of thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
What if they did that? Like, what if they made a cutesy version of like, Fallout, like Animal Crossing style? That would be cute.
What if?
I would love that. I would
We're
play
still
that
waiting
so
for the
much.
Doom Animal Crossing crossover.
Oh yeah.
That was adorable.
That was cute.
I mean, Bethesda does have an unannounced mobile game that Todd's excited about.
I
That could be it.
Did you guys play Shelter?
Did you?
Oh, yes.
Come on.
Yeah, I've actually been
didn't.
playing Shelter recently. Yeah, I've gone back to it after they did that recent update.
Wait, they did a recent
They're
update?
still updating
They
that game?
did, yeah. They added aliens to Fallout Shelter.
Oh my
and,
God.
And
some new
and
weapons, new armors.
Thanksgiving, they did something too called the Final Gobble, a new quest. They hadn't done a real update for content in about 3 years. And we got one for Halloween with aliens, and then we got one for turkeys.
Fantastic.
So yeah, they are pushing Shelter again.
So maybe they're thinking about doing a Shelter 2 or something. Maybe they're just getting people back into the mobile market and then hit the next game.
Could see that.
But what would you like for a new Fallout game that's not like one in the main line? What would you want out of it?
like a mobile?
One that's not in the main line.
Yeah, and it could be any genre. I mean, we could do a Fallout platforming game.
Kart racer.
Kart racer would be
around the
awesome.
wasteland. Yeah,
that would
Nah,
actually.
we
be
already
really
got Mad
good.
Max.
People would be so mad about that. They call it lore breaking since there are so few vehicles.
True, fair.
New Vegas too.
Unless you're racing vertibirds and constantly falling out of the sky.
Oh my
that would be
god,
awesome.
that does sound awesome. Jessica, what else do you play outside of Fallout? What are some faves of yours?
Well, I mean, I'm an RPG girl primarily, so I like Bethesda and BioWare. I play all the Elder Scrolls series. I actually was into Elder Scrolls long before Fallout, you know?
Sure, yeah.
It was my love of Oblivion that got me into Fallout 3 in the first
Oblivion
place.
is so good.
Yep. Mass Effect, Dragon Age, any of the BioWare stuff, of course. Witcher, you mentioned Divinity Original Sin, loved 1 and 2. Great game. So yeah, all the RPGs and then strategy. You know, I came up on Civilization as well.
Oh yeah, I'm a Civ 5
Civ
boy.
5, yeah. Civ 5. Civ 6 is good. It's a great game. I think Civ 5 just has it had more time, like more time in the oven, I guess, to cook. And I think 6 was
Civ
a little
6, getting too close in. Yeah, it was a little bit too. Yeah, they need to zoom out. You know what I mean?
It was more
you
micro
had to keep,
or macro. Yeah, there was.
Yeah, macro.
Yeah, exactly. But 6 is still good. It's still a good game.
6 is the only one I played, and I love it.
And
I played 5.
I think 6 is good for like if you're entry level going into Civilization. That's the one you play.
What's that one that the small version Civilization game that came out for free?
Civ Revolution.
Yeah.
I actually have 100%
Maybe that's-
achievements.
maybe
that's-
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a good intro one for sure.
Yeah, I would say though, like if I was going to teach someone who knows how to play like strategy games, a game, I would use 6 as the baseline. 5 is not overly complicated in my opinion, but like there is a lot of intricacies you need to know, especially like with the road functionality, and like how you have to build the roads. It gets weird.
And 4 had the best expansions. I mean, I don't know. So my favorite Civ game is actually Alpha Centauri.
Yep. Alpha Centauri,
that's kind of
that's a good one too.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Before we get to the end here and let you guys shout out like all the shows and projects you're involved with, how about each of you favorite Fallout game and why?
Boom.
Jessica.
Oh, this gets us in trouble with the community. You need to realize that.
Yes.
They're fights, like legendary fights. So here's how I rank the Fallout games in terms of quality. 4 is the pinnacle of the series so far. I go 4, 76, New Vegas 3. Probably my faves in order. Okay. I still give 3 at least a 9. Okay. You know what I mean? Like they are all 9 or above games. But yeah, I think 4 is kind of the best, and currently 76 is my favorite.
Wow, okay. Shaline?
My favorite is New Vegas. I'm one of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not one of those. You're in the vast majority of people who like in Fallout. Like I think the majority of people I talk to who talk about like their favorite Fallout games, New Vegas.
People just like holding on to the past and we'll let go.
Yeah.
Well, it's also interesting that it's like one of the Fallout games that wasn't, created by Bethesda specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, good call.
There you go.
No, I'm a 4 boy. I'm a recent conversion.
And wasn't.
I'm a recent conversion.
Well,
like I thought New Vegas was my favorite for a very long time, and then I ended up jumping into 4 again, and just went, God, this is it. This game is so stinking good.
Yeah, I love 4.
Jesus,
me and Tim are both 4 guys.
It's true.
So there you go.
Yeah, and Ryan eventually will play one.
Well, here's the deal. I will say, like, as much as I don't understand a lot of the Fallout, I did play and beat New Vegas. That's the only one I played and beat because I was stuck. Like, there was a snowstorm one year, and I was stuck inside, and I was like, New Vegas just came out. And I was like,
literally had nothing else.
I had nothing else to play. I was going to play New Vegas. I made a character. I put all of my points in charisma, and I had a fucking blast.
There you go.
Like that. Like, for whatever reason, that is one of my favorite things to go into for like specs for a character, just because you get so many interesting dialogue options. Yeah. And then on top of that, New Vegas allows you to end the game in a way if you have a perfect, like the highest number of speech points. And
it is awesome.
It is one of my favorite ways to end the game that I've ever played a game. I'm like, oh wow, you could do this? Cool. Neat.
My proudest moment, my last playthrough, I actually went through and I did a Mr. House ending, but I still had 100% loved by the NCR. I was juggling things as best I could, and
that's
it took
amazing.
some work, but that was fun.
Well, Jessica, you want to shout out where people can find you talking about Fallout, where people can find you talking about games in general?
Sure. Yeah, so if you want to follow me, I mean, I'm on Twitter at sleepisforT. That's at sleepisfor, the letter T. I have a show, the Fallout Feed, obviously Dames Who Game, like we mentioned. I'm also on Twitch. My Twitch channel is United Wastelanders Network.
That's a good name.
And we are a Fallout-specific channel. You know, we focus on camp building on Thursdays, but we usually have shows Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes Wednesday. So yeah, in the evening, and we do a lot of Fallout content. Those are my main projects.
Nice.
Right on. Shaline, where can people find you talking about Fallout? Where can people find you talking about games in general?
I am also on Twitter at Shaline L, SHALINEL. And you can check me out on GameStack Podcast. You can find that wherever fine podcasts are given away. Just GameStack. And of course, Dames Who Game. So
nice.
Followed.
Follow.
Well, thank you guys for coming on the show so much. Me and Tim have been waiting for like a Fallout-centric thing, I think, for a while. I don't think Ryan has as much.
I'm just happy that they're happy.
I love the game, though. It was great.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, it's easier when you're on the other side and you don't have to answer the question.
We ended up talking a lot, and I think that stands to reason because we had a really great conversation and a really fun time hanging out with you guys today. So we'll just do that last segment we were talking about later. Something.
Yeah, we can do the end ourselves, the little end part.
Yeah,
so, yeah
all bueno.
This was so fun. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, y'all are pretty awesome. That was a delight.
Yeah, I knew you'd crush us, but I knew it'd be fun anyway. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was a real pleasure to be on the greatest podcast ever made.
You heard it here, folks. Greatest podcast. Oh, you're already listening. Never mind. This is not the target audience.
If you made it this far, you might agree.
I actually didn't know that was the applause one.
Yeah, he hit the applause
I thought that
button.
was the ba-ba-ba.
No, that's not that
No,
bad.
all right.
All right, gentlemen, we have reached the end of the show. Thank you so much again to Jessica and Shaline. Jessica's on the Fallout feed. Shalene's on GameStock Podcast. They're both on Dames Who Game. Go check out all that stuff.
Dude, all kinds of amazing content. It's like amazing. We've had some people on recently that just do all kinds of things.
There are some
And
people
we're just
that have
lazy
that-
assholes that just get together one Sunday a week.
There's some people that
Not that
have
there's
that
more than one Sunday to get together.
That encyclopedic brain
Yeah.
to be able to like. When I'm just listing out Fallout numbers, these are arbitrary numbers to me. They mean nothing to me. And they're like, well, of course it's this.
Right,
It's
right.
like, huh?
No, I love having people on who are
If you're gonna
very
have,
knowledgeable in one specific area,
Yeah.
like Fallout. It's really fun to see the stuff they know.
I love just them and then them just giving us more information after the fact.
Yep.
Like, I love that so much.
Tasty way to keep the doctor away.
Speaking
Candy
of podcasts,
apples.
Oh, yeah. If you came here from Gamers Week podcast, here's the trivia from our spot on their most recent episode. Here you go, boys. You ready?
Yep.
They knew this one.
Okay.
Everyone but Blue. I know you're not calling out Blue. She just didn't know the answer. They just knew it. Damn. That'll happen, man. People get things wrong all the goddamn time on our show. That's what this game's all about. In 2017, an engineering student entered the Guinness World Record book by creating the largest fully functional Game Boy. But that wasn't the first time Game Boy set records. Back in 1999, a Game Boy peripheral briefly set the world record for what?
Oh, I think I know this.
Is that the attachment thing on the game? Like, that had most, like, attachments?
I know this because I gave you this, didn't I? Didn't I give you this question?
You might have.
I think
trying to remember
it's
what
like
it was.
most.
You don't even remember the one you gave me?
Hold on. It was
It's a product.
camera.
That's right. The smallest digital
camera.
camera. World's smallest digital camera.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Game Boy camera.
Yeah. It was very brief.
Did you guys
since then,
ever own
much
one?
smaller cameras have been.
Yeah.
I think I did.
I did.
I feel like I did. I don't think I used it all that much.
They were
though.
so cool.
Yeah.
Like, it blew my mind. I mean, this is well before cell phone technology and having cameras on your phone.
Tim's wearing a fancy Gamers Week.
That's right. I'm wearing my Gamers Week hoodie right now
Hoodie
because it's
right
nice
now.
and warm.
Very
Because my
sexy. I like
whatever this place is called, basement, is fucking freezing right now. Gentlemen, it's
Yep.
been an honor.
We had a jam-packed show, so we
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
get the flavor of the week. But if you're a patron, come on over, become a patron. You can hear our bonus content. We'll
think
probably
we're gonna
talk about
talk,
the flavory stuff.
Game Award.
Yeah, and also maybe do some Game Award
Yeah,
predictions.
let's
How
do
about
some
that?
Game Award
Damn, we didn't even not
predictions over
even
there.
mention Game Awards, despite the
worry.
fact that this is going to be releasing
Hey.
the day before them.
They will hear it.
Oh wait, we did.
You did in the news.
I did it in the news.
They will-
Did
they will-
you get it up?
You,
All right.
All right.
you will hear it if you go ahead and become one of our Leetist sponsors.
There you go. Hope everyone enjoyed the show today. We'll be back next week on the Leetist. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, me. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Shailene. We're out of here.
Thanks, Kenny.
Goodbye.